As I promised, I'd bring you outside with me and show you what's going on in my fall gardens and what I'm pulling off in the next day or so, and the general decor that's going on that was cheap, free, and was given to me. So let's turn the camera around and let's see what's going on. Now those pumpkins there, they're pie pumpkins, and they grew roguely in my garden, and they currently are gracing my front door. I've got to get this cleared out. I don't know what I'm going to put there. Current state of walkway garden. Yeah, it needs to be cleared out. Some of these plants look pretty awful, but my sage is brilliant. It's huge. Needs to be cut, and then I'll dry it in the house, and I'll do that before the frost hits it. I know they're calling for it. We haven't been hit yet, but I want this stuff off. Look at this Swiss chard and kale. There's a lot of it. Pear trees did brilliant this year. It's their first year of actually giving us fruit. They're not very big, and they're not ready yet to come off. I believe there's 7 in total on between the 2 trees here. Now this garden, the boys have put their dogs in here. Needs to come off. That sage is right there, same kind of sage. It needs to be cut and brought in. I've already pulled the tomatoes out of here because they weren't doing so well. The big main bed has been cleared for the most part. There's not much left out here except for carrots and beets. And I'm going to pull a carrot just to show you the size of these puppies. They're huge. Just so you get an idea how big that carrot is. Like, it's massive. It's bigger than my hands, guys. The apple trees are right full and bent over, unfortunately. A lot of the apples here have this kind of stuff on it. These are Yellow Delicious. This is the first time they've done anything. They're only 2nd year apple trees here at my little homestead, but they are just full. All 6 trees are just, and I apologize, the boys have clearly been playing with my owl and stuff. Both the boys are forward out here. This 1-year-old beauty, I do apologize, they're cutting the grass across the road from me. He is right full. He's got 6 apples, and look at how thin he is. He's just a little tiny apple tree. Red Deliciouses are doing well, but again, something weird's going on here. And this is their 3rd year here. I don't know what this is. This is my first real production of any kind of fruit from these trees. My Concord grapes, they are mammoth this year, and I did take in and froze 2 big bags of Concords for jelly. Rogue growing butternut squashes, and I also have some tiny like acorn squashes that grew randomly on my fence line. Just wanted to show you guys my redone display. Now, I don't buy these. Jason buys them for me. 1 a year. I've been collecting them for the last 6-7 years. Just wanted to show you my little display. I'm kind of proud of it. Now you might be wondering why my gardens look so weedy and so empty right now. It's because where I live, we get frost the end of September. Normally around the 20th, we get shot with our first frost, which generally takes out all my tomatoes and all my peppers. So that's why the big bed looks very naked. I was able to put up a lot of stuff in the freezer, and I'm going to show you how full that freezer really is. It's kind of crazy. Now in here we have beans put up, lots of carrots. I already told you about the rotisserie chicken carcass I have frozen. Tons of tomatoes. If you dig down, there's summer squash, rhubarb. I have at least 20 bags like this of strawberries put up, ready for pies or whatever I'm going to use them for. Now, whatever is remaining in those gardens, I'm going to try to pull off today because the frost is going to come in and take out everything. I'm going to bring in my herbs that I need that are sitting on the deck out there and overwinter them in the house, bring them back out in the late spring, early summer. The sage, I'm going to cut it off and hang it. I'm going to bring in some of the lavender just for like little scent bombs for in drawers, and dry them out before I do that. I've also done some light canning. I know I said I didn't in the last video. I haven't done canning. I have done some, but it's not FDA approved canning. So I'm going to show you what I canned up for my dad because he's the only person in the world that loves them, except for my boys when they do this challenge they do, and I pay for it dearly. I put up pickled eggs. Now this is not approved recipe or anything like that, so like I said, do your research before. I canned, I believe there's 5 or 6 of them. I'm gonna do more later. Now I'm gonna show you this cupboard. Now I got this cupboard years and years ago, and it is a proper cupboard for canning. It is a jam cupboard with all the proper size. It's ugly on the inside, but that's okay. She has a purpose. Isn't she pretty? She's seriously old. She needs a little bit of love, but she holds a lot of my canning stuff for me, and I got her for hardly anything. I know some of you are going to be asking, where do you live that you get frost this early? Well, I live in Ontario, Canada, and we get frost anywhere between September 15th and the end of September. So I'm pushing it, trying to get the stuff in, get it into freezer bags, get it processed into tonight's dinner, etc. So I'm working my little tail off out there as when my kids are at school, my husband's not home, and nobody's here to bother me or distract me from, putting stuff up. So I hope you enjoyed my fall tour. I know it wasn't much to show you, but I had some surprises like the squashes that I didn't plant. They grew very well. I will have, pumpkin pie well into January if I put some up. I will have, squashes that are in the mudroom until at least December. And I mean, I love free stuff. It was free. It grew on its own. So winning. Anyway, thank you again, guys, for watching. And please like and subscribe. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye.